Did you listen to Drake's album?
Not in its entirety, pieces of it.
Did you listen to Drake's album, Alex?
I got through half.
Okay.
It's pretty long.
We don't have to listen to a whole album to judge it.
Okay.
What the fuck is wrong with y'all? It's 2023.
Yeah.
With thoughts?
I mean, I was saying this on Flagrant, like, the pressure of being on the top is you have to be number one or it's a failure. Every single time. There's only one direction you can go. That's an insane amount of pressure to be for about a decade.
He's going to be number one. 450,000
Of course he's going to be number one. But I think what happens is when people are on top, we start looking for reasons why they shouldn't be. And when people are coming up, we start ignoring the reasons why they're not on top and looking for reasons why they should be. So it's a way more difficult position to be on top because it needs to be perfection because everybody's looking for the little cracks.
Yeah.
They're looking for what's wrong with it. So I think a lot of people are going out there and they're like, okay, why is this song not good enough? Why does this one suck? If he was a new artist that just dropped this album, everybody'd be like, yo, this dude is next. So, yeah, I'm a little hesitant. Now, most people don't understand that pressure because they've never been in that situation.
Never been good at shit.
Exactly. So it's easy for them to just knock, right? Because
Absolutely.
they don't know what it's like to be on top. And also, when you're on top, you can't cry about it. Right? Because nobody relates to you at all. There's 5 people that ever been on top.
That's right. And it's easy for you to knock because you've been tired of seeing this person win for so long. Now, let me tell y'all what I've learned about myself, and I have to talk to my therapist about this.
Let's do it.
Something's
Talk to me
totally
about it.
wrong with me.
Okay, in what way?
Because I've been consistently hating on Drake for 13 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not 13 years. It was hate in the beginning, then it became fair criticism, you know, in
You're
latter
like
years.
Eileen.
Huh?
I lean back so you get something on this.
God damn, you got me even
Oh, God.
Slid in there good, bro.
That was good.
That was sitting in there good, bro. You know what gave me that one? Your shoes are silly. And I was like, ooh, I think I could do something with lean. I lean? Oh,
God.
God. Okay, go.
Here's my thing.
Damn, bro.
Now that everybody is criticizing Drake's album the way I feel like I've always criticized his
You
music,
want to defend him.
I'm like, no. I feel like the criticism is unfair.
That's what, devil's advocate till we die. Devil's
I
advocate
can't
till we
even help
die.
it. This is how I really feel.
Yes.
I'm looking at all of this, and I'm like, I feel like this criticism is unfair, because to your point, this is just another Drake album. He could have titled this album More of the Same. So what is different? What is different than this? What he's giving you now than what he gave you last year with the 21
You like the
Savage?
last one?
What happened with the
It
certified
made him the
lover
biggest
boy?
artist in the world.
Come on. Even when people were saying they didn't like Honestly Nevermind.
Stop
Listen, I was like, yo, it's elevator music, but I didn't mean that as a diss. I meant that as if I'm in a luxury hotel like the SLS Beverly Hills and I walk in, I can hear this stuff playing.
Right.
You know what I mean? I can get on the elevator and hear this album playing. I actually like Ties That Bind from Honestly Nevermind. I actually like Sticky from Honestly Nevermind. I can say that wholeheartedly, okay?
Yeah.
So all I'm simply saying is, where were y'all when I was hating on Drake 13 years ago?
Oh, wow.
Where were y'all when I was hating on Drake 13
Honestly,
years ago?
I'm more concerned about all the people you celebrate. Yo, if Charlotte's riding for you, it might be a problem, bro. It really might be a problem. Are you liking all these people just to be different?
No, I'm not. I do think that this criticism is unfair because I don't know. It's everything you said. This guy's been on top for so long that people are just, and by the way, it happens to everybody in any industry.
Human beings don't like when someone's in charge or someone's on top. We have a natural,
for too long.
Yo, we have a natural primal inclination to drag them down.
I don't.
No, I know maybe you say you don't as an individual. I'm just saying, like, there's a reason our system of government in America, right, which was something that rejected royalty, where one person was in charge all the time.
Yeah.
We had a new system of government where it was like, nah, someone could be in charge for a few years, and then we're gonna yank that motherfucker out of power
That's right.
and put another one and yank him. And what do we do with every single president?
That's right.
We exalt him, and then 4 years later, we're like, he ain't shit.
That's right.
I'm still broke,
That's right.
etc. This is what we do.
We love the underdog. We love the come up story.
Yes.
And we even love when you come up, but don't come up too much.
Oh, don't
and
separate
you've never
yourself.
seen anything like this. You've never seen a guy who's been this dominant in rap for this long. The only other person that we've seen like that is Jay-Z. And y'all did the same thing to Hove.
Of course.
I'm 45 years old. I remember. I was there. I remember when Hove retired after the Black Album. When he came back with Kingdom Come, everybody was like, oh, this shit is whack. You know what I mean? You need to retire. You know, Dipset was coming at him. Everybody had something to say about Hove. And he just put his head down and kept doing the work.
Kept pushing.
And I expect Drake to do the same exact thing. He's gonna put his head down and keep doing the work. Now, the only criticism I think is valid, people who are saying they want something deeper. We said this last week on Brilliant Idiots.
Yep.
We had this conversation last week on
said
Brilliant
exactly
Idiots.
What does that mean, though, deeper? That's what I'm trying to understand.
Like
because
his version of a 444.
No, that's not deeper, though. I would argue that is...
Mature, evolved.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what if he's not at that stage?
Exactly.
He don't have a wife. He has a kid, but he don't have a wife.
Maybe,
he's not
yeah.
having these long-lasting, loving
And
relationships.
he's not in his mid-40s.
Yeah, he's out there knocking them down,
We're acting-
partying,
yes.
buying real estate,
Yes.
making fucking TV shows. That's what the music will reflect.
We're acting like 444 didn't come out when Jay-Z was in his mid-40s. Now, a better comparison is Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. But don't act like y'all were riding for that album when Kendrick dropped it. I love that album. I'm on record saying that is going to go down as one of the most important albums in hip-hop history. You know what y'all said when that album came out? Oh, man, it's too deep, man. I ain't there yet. I'm not there yet, yo. I'm not ready for that.
Exactly. That's exactly what they're going to say. Or if, J. Cole puts something out, right? What's the criticism?
Oh, when Cole, we'll see. Cole's naming his next album The Fall Off. You know why? Because he know what y'all motherfuckers gonna do.
He's on top of it already.
He know what y'all gonna do.
But I'm just saying, there's going to be a criticism for everything. And I think it's more of a function of, where he is in the game.
Yes.
And less of a function of the art he's putting out.
Yes.
Right? But here's the other thing. You can't be upset at the criticism. I mean, you can be whatever you feel, but, you understand that is the cost of greatness.
100%.
The cost of being Michael Jordan is everybody's going to be going, Magic was better, Bird was better, this guy ain't the greatest. The cost of being LeBron right now is you going, Steph is actually better.
He is.
Exactly. The cost, right? The cost is always people trying to say why you shouldn't be exalted and in the position that you are in. That is the cost that you have to pay when you're on top. And if you're not willing to pay that price, then you won't be in that seat for a long time.
You're absolutely right. And that's why when I say the criticism is unfair, it's not the criticism of the music. I think the critique of him personally and all of that is a little bit like, all right, guys, come on now. All right,
Well, what are they saying personally?
That he's not growing up and
Yeah.
he's hanging around.
Yo, you don't even care if he's grown up or not.
I
Are you
really
really
don't.
sitting at home going
Nobody cares. Nobody
man,
cares.
I sure wish that Drake had a loving relationship
That's
right now.
Nobody cares.
Because the second he was in that shit, you'd
Nobody
be
cares.
like, man, you soft ass motherfucker.
That's right.
Here you are loving and singing.
Somebody said to me
There
over
are
the
some
weekend.
people that are saying that.
Somebody said to me over the weekend, they said, man, I ain't never seen, I've never seen this kind of critique on the album. I've never seen this many people not liking the album. I said, yeah, it's because you've never seen an artist like Drake. This is this is rare air that he's in. And what you said about Bron is absolutely right. Drake and Bron get critiqued the exact same way.
Bro,
and you never will appreciate either one of them because we keep comparing them to spirits. Michael Jordan's a spirit at this point.
Yeah.
Jay-Z is a spirit at this point.
You also you don't confuse people's addiction to attention with legit criticism. There are people that are addicted to attention.
Come on, talk about it, Schulz.
And then the way that they get the attention is by having the take that most people will gravitate towards.
The Drake economy is real.
Yes, of course.
Meaning if I have a negative take about Drake, it's going to get retweeted, it's going to get posted.
If you go, oh my God, what a talented dude, it's amazing this guy's been on top of the game for 10 years.
That's right.
And the motherfucker got bars and he can sing. Nobody's clicking view. Nobody's
right.
clicking watch.
That's
the
right.
problem is, and maybe it's a problem, it's a good problem to have, is that once you get famous, there are views in criticizing you. And people will take those views. So you got to be careful. If there are people that actually have legitimate claims or they just have a legitimate addiction to attention and are willing to say whatever will provide that attention.
And don't question me on that because I was doing it 13 years ago. Way before y'all decided to start hating on Drake just for attention. I led that charge.
You did it when there was no
When
attention.
there was no attention.
Damn, you did it when it just hurt you.
When I was just doing it to fuck with people.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? When
People were like, who's Drake? And you were like, exactly.
You thumb with eyebrows. You know, how there's 3 sexual orientations, gay, straight, and straight. I was doing that just to piss him off.
Wow.
Didn't even know the guy.
You did it for the love of the game.
For the love of the fucking game.
Not for no views, not for no clicks.
views.
You just
for the
did to
love
squash
of the
someone's
game.
dreams.
For the love of you know what? For the love of the game. He looks like, you know what? Now this is the perfect foil.
Ooh.
Canadian. Biracial. Oh, this is easy work. You know
That's what
I'm
you were
saying?
thinking at the time.
At the time. Then this motherfucker grows to be the biggest goddamn rapper in the world.
Yeah. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch, Charlamagne. What?
And when did So Far Gone come out?
No, yeah.
I don't, huh? 11? All right, maybe it was 2011. I remember her letting me hear So Far Gone. Sasha liked So Far Gone so much that I refused to accept how good that music was. I was like, he's all right. What is this? And you know the record I really loved off that album?
What's that?
Successful. And that other shit, Brand New. Was it Brand New?
I don't know.
I think it was Brand New. But my point is, being that she was so on it, and then I started hearing about this project so goddamn much.
I just got that.
Falling dog.
I just got that.
Being that
Who put that up there? That's good. Is that you? That's good.
Shoot.
So being
Shut
that
up,
everybody
Shut up.
liked that project so much, I had to find something
That you hated about it.
Because if you notice,
What does that say about you?
listen, when you go back to my critique, I never did like the singing though. That's a fact. I never liked the singing, but I always loved when he rapped. But when you go back and you look at my early critique of Drake, it was never about music.
It was about the color of his skin.
That's it.
You fucking
You
racist.
waffle-colored Negro.
Oh
you
my
thumb with
God.
eyebrow. It was never about the music. Only thing I would ever say about the music is I don't like when he sings. I like when he raps. Why try to be the next Trey Songz when you could be the next Jay-Z? That was it. Everything else was just straight insults.
But now that you're a mature adult that has reflected on your life and your motivations and your emotions and your experiences, now how do you feel?
How do I feel about who? Drake?
Yeah.
Well, it's different now, right? Because I've got a lot more information. And first of all, I'm going to always respect consistency and longevity.
It's hard to be on top for a while, man.
No, and it's been, you've
The
never
pressure.
seen no run like this in hip hop.
The pressure.
Yeah, so
The pressure breaks people. That's
right.
why you see these guys use drugs. It's not like they were drug addicts before a lot of times. They're coping with the anxiety of success.
Yes.
You see this in Hollywood, you see this in music, you see this in anything. I imagine you see it in politics. They just have to numb themselves to the anxiety that's coming with the massive weight of this responsibility. Letting all these people down, that, what is it called? Imposter syndrome that they might feel. Maybe they're not as good as as people think they are, and can they live up to those unrealistic expectations?
And I think music
To manage that for 10 years is fucking unbelievable.
phenomenal. And I think music is therapeutic for him. And that's why even when I see him doing this type of stuff, right? I think he's keeping it light on purpose for all of those reasons that you're talking about. I think that over time, we're going to get that deep music from Drake.
And then they'll hate on it.
You know why it's impossible not to? Because he's really an artist.
Yeah.
So it's impossible for an artist with his skill set to not do that eventually.
I just hope he or any artist does it when they want to do it, not when the critics are pushing them in that
Schulz,
direction.
he's already done it.
I know.
He was
but-
doing it early.
I know, but
He was the vulnerable emotion. That's why I was giving him shit. He was the vulnerable emotional,
I think he's the most emotionally tapped in.
and he was
of
doing all that
anyone.
early.
Yeah.
It's just now, maybe the industry hardened him a little bit.
I guess what I'm saying is just like create because of what you authentically want to put out, not because of what the critics are saying. And I think a lot of artists, that want praise and validation often gravitate towards what the critics are saying about them and then try to satisfy that. But you're never going to satisfy them. Ever.
Never.
The only way you could satisfy yourself is by creating authentically. And
if that's what he's doing,
then that's beautiful.
I have
Who gives
no
a
problem
fuck
with
what
it.
anybody else says. If this is the album that you want to put out, the only time you should feel bad about an album not being well received is if it's not the music that you want to put out. Then you feel horrible. When you're just trying to appease the critics and they still hate it, you're like, this wasn't even my shit and they still don't fuck with me? Fuck that.
And you know what's so amazing about this? I heard 2 songs off this album, How many did you hear, Schulz?
I haven't listened yet.
You haven't even listened, boy. Who can fuck with the idiot?
Yo,
Okay,
the
I heard
greatest,
2
bro.
songs.
We the greatest.
2. I heard fucking the Sexy Red and SZA record and the goddamn record with Cole. I ain't heard shit
I heard
else,
the record
man.
with Cole and I heard Bendo. Those are the only two.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Bend over so you can take this thing.
Come on, son.
Son.
I didn't hear the album. How do I know it's not a song called Bendo? The fuck?
Can we get that clip?
I haven't even heard the album.
Come on, yo.
Yeah.
You're not taking nothing serious, Taylor.
He's been emotional, right?
Your hair looks great like this.
Thanks.
What is different?
I just put it up in a bun.
You didn't add any?
No.
It looks fantastic like this.
You're
You're
not pull the mic towards you. Why you leaning over like that, yo?
Okay. So, him being emotional back then.
fantastic hair.
Can I ask my question? Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, just say thank you.
I said
There's
thank
no
you.
diss that's
I
coming
said
with it
thank
or
you
anything like that.
originally.
Philly
So-
women can't take compliments
Oh
They
my
really
God.
can't.
unless they come with a cheesesteak.
What do you mean? She lied? Wait, you got extensions in?
I lied about what?
He's saying that it's not all your
My
real
hair
hair.
was like this last week though, so I'm assuming.
I'm just saying the style looks great on you.
Thank you. It's
You're very
my signature
welcome.
look.
It's just so cool.
Thank you. If he was emotional back
Hater?
then,
No, why?
You asked if she added any.
I hate you.
That's added hair.
That's the deluxe version.
can I ask my question?
You got
Yeah.
a question?
If Drake was emotional back then,
Yeah.
that wasn't deep for y'all. Like he was talking about his
I
emotions.
just said that. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
That's-
so
that's-
why are you saying? Why are people saying I want him to be deeper if he's been deep before?
Oh, they
Moving away from being.
Yeah, they got that 20-year. They thought if you was like that at 20, what are they expecting you to be at 35, 36 years old or whatever?
Just
it is?
people looking for someone to criticize. This is bullshit. They don't give a fuck.
But what Drake is really showing y'all is he just can make fucking music whenever he wants to make music. If he wants to, tap in. That's the other thing that's kind of crazy. Why are we mad that he's tapping in with younger artists?
Yo, not even that. Like, you still listen to old Drake.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Old Drake
Yeah.
comes on, you still singing. You at the
Yeah.
concert, you singing. So it's
Yeah.
not like you don't like that old music. You still feel whatever emotions is in the old music. It's bullshit.
I guess the one critique I have is that he has such a talent for bars. Like he spits, and it's like I didn't get none of that. Like he's barely rapping on this.
Oh, I heard the 8 a.m. record.
That's probably the
8 a.m. in
one-
Charlotte.
Yeah.
He rapping on that shit.
Yeah, but I don't even think that's on the album.
Yes,
I
it
think
is.
I thought he just threw that out.
I don't know.
I'm gonna listen to it though.
No, but as I'm
I'ma
saying,
listen to
there's not much rapping on the album. And that's the thing, is like I was looking forward to hearing him rap, and I didn't get that.
When has Drake rapped a lot on the
No,
album?
but he'll give you both. This is like really like mainly an R&B album.
Everything I heard was him rapping.
And those are the 3 songs. You happen to hear
Really?
the 3 songs of him rapping. Yeah.
By
it's
the